Nagaland is India's fourth smallest state after Goa, Sikkim and Tripura. But a political revolt could whittle its borders down further in the state of Nagaland. We have many Nagas, but we have two groups, one backward Naga and another advanced Naga. So today, we're gonna talk about the backward Naga who are demanding separate statehood. The Eastern Nagaland People's Organization ENPO, the political group spearheading the movement, first raised the statehood demand in 2010. But public rallies and meetings have been on for even longer. The revised that it calls Decade of Discrimination in Education and Employment by Advanced Naga Tribes. Today, they call themselves Eastern Nagas, a political identity acquired in recent years to display their uniqueness from other Nagas. ENPO demand is valid under the Indian Constitution. It is their democratic right. The Eastern Nagas, who number 5.7 lakhs, which is 29% of the state's population. They want a fair share of the development, jobs, healthcare, education, etc. For example, in 2010, Mokokchung, a western district, had 15 schools for a population of 2.7 lakhs, while Dingsang further east with 2.5 lakhs people had only 9 schools. The bleach of the Eastern Nagas has partly to do with geographical remoteness, with a distinctive history of its own. The Eastern Naga region is one of the few places in the country to hold democratic elections as late as 1974. In the early part of the 20th century, it was known as the Backward Tract, later renamed Northeastern Frontier Agency, along with present-day Arunachal Pradesh. It remained vastly uncovered, except for occasional British expeditions against headhunting raiders or settling village disputes. After 1936, when British India and British Burma were split, the status of this frontier outpost straddling the two countries. Today's Eastern Naga region were classified as excluded areas. The region were outside the inner line, a bureaucratic division separating tea gardens and other areas of commercial interest for the colonial government in the northeast areas were unadministered. After 1950, under 6th schedule of the Constitution, the administration of Naga tribal area, later renamed Dingsang, and the Naga Hills district remained separate. And only in 1957 was a single unit created under Assam to form a new administrative unit called Naga Hill Dingsang District. Even after its merger with Nagaland, Dingsang was run from a distance for the next 10 years, with the Assam governor as its head, assisted by a toothless Tribal Revenue Council (TRC) composed of these backward tribes. When newly independent India held its first general election in 1952, democracy had to wait in insurgency-torn Naga Hills. It missed the 1952 elections, then in 1957, again in 1962. It was only in 1964, after Nagaland was created, that assembly polls were held. But Dingsang had to wait yet another long decades for democracy when it formally became part of Nagaland. In 1973, the region became just another part of the state without any special provision and was subsequently divided into the districts of Mon, Longling, Kifir, and Dingsang. Today, ENPO is sticking a claim on its unique history. Its people were never part of the Naga Hills. The Naga Hohos set up in 1994 already exercised control over 24 Naga tribes across states. But ENPO cannot be part of any Hoho plan. In 1997, Eastern Nagas walk out of Naga Hoho and form ENPO as a parallel answer, even though they support the Naga peace talk. The demand for creation of Frontier Nagaland as a separate state was started in 2010. They rise to demand alleging that the 6 districts remain neglected as the development funds are cornered by the other districts. In 2012, while campaigning in Nagaland, BJP National President Nitin Gadkari had promised to look into ENPO's demand if his party came to power in 2014 Lok Sabha elections. The first round of talks with the center over the issue was held in 2015, but never happened of its promise even since the party came to power. In 2018, Prime Minister Narendra Modi promised to solve ENPO issue addressing at public rally at Tingsang. This was his speech. We are ready to hold talks with civil societies and other groups from here anytime. We are also ready to have negotiations with ENPO. I know this area is very backward and we are going to consider special packages and development schemes for it. Such talks were also held in December 2021 but never happened in reality. In August 26, 2022, ENPO resolved not to participate in any election process until the demand is fulfilled. But following the assurance given by the Home Minister on February 2, 2023, ENPO relaxed August 16, 2022 resolution. Union Home Minister Amit Shah promised that after the elections, the agreement will be implemented through which all issues of Eastern Nagaland will be addressed, but it still not happened. What has kept the government and the Home Minister to walk the talk? Why not resume the talk? Is this another false promise? The bold assurance of the BJP on Frontier Nagaland statehood demand should be addressed in the overall context of national policy that has been evolving over the year on creation of new states. Our constitution protects the rights of every citizen of the country. Due to Nagaland's cultural diversity, the feeling of walking with everyone makes us different in the whole world. Protecting the rights of the Nagas and the unique lifestyle of Nagaland is India's national pride. ENPO is now hoping to keep the promise made by Union Home Minister Amit Shah for new arrangement. Let this be no empty promises, but let this promise come true. The people of Eastern Nagaland are eagerly waiting with much hope to once again rise the shining stars and rise the morning sun in the land of Frontier Nagaland. Kuknalim.